Well, just like that, we're back. Well, it feels like it anyway. Testing just round the corner. How was your break? Did you get some good quality time off?
Yeah, it was all right. I think I didn't want to travel too much, so I stayed most of the time at home. And then pretty much after 2-3 weeks, anyway, back into it. You start training again. You have commitments and stuff like that. So it's nice to have those 2-3 weeks off. But at one point also, especially after Christmas, when you're eating so much, at one point you're so full, you're like, okay, I need to get started again.
And did you get the chance to kind of reflect on last season and what did you take from it?
Yeah, I do a bit of reflecting, but also not too long. But it's been good. I think again a season where we improved. But for me that is a natural thing because I think you also improve through experiences from the past, and you learn how to deal with certain things better as well. And it's been pretty positive. Of course, now we want to step it up a bit more.
It certainly feels like you've grown into the team more this year than ever before. Does it feel that way to you?
Absolutely, but I think it's also a thing that you start to know each other more and more every year. You experience things together, and luckily it's also a really good group of people to work with, so that of course makes it all a little easier.
And how's Alex been?
He's been good. Yeah, he's been a good teammate. I mean, I know Alex already for a very long time since go-karting, and he's a very, very nice, straightforward guy, and very relaxed as well. So I think he fits very well into the team.
So the big question is, what kind of challenge can you realistically mount this year? Can you take on the likes of Mercedes and Ferrari?
Well, as a team, we are targeting that. So we, of course, want to fight for the title and we want to do well. So, of course, time will tell. At the moment, it's difficult to say, but we are doing everything we can, of course, to try and step up.
And so when you say we're doing everything we can, what does that include for you on a personal level?
Well, I just need to be sure that I'm fit. But luckily, over the last few years, I never really had issues anyway in the car. But I think as a driver, you always want to become better. So I, of course, look into everything to be a better driver, but also not, you try not to over drastically change things around. But I just need to make sure that I'm ready once the car is there to perform, and I think we are in a good way.
And now that you've secured your future with the team, presumably that gives you a nice stable environment in which to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel good. I think it was the right decision to stay, and I think the whole team as well. For everyone, it was better because it takes any question mark away. Nobody is asking anymore about those kind of things. So we just go into the season already, fully motivated, and that we know also that in the coming years we are working together. So I think that is just a great thing.
And do you think you personally have changed? Because from the outside looking in, there were certain key moments through the year where you made really measured but still determined and tenacious decisions with your racing. But it was with a very clear view on what you were looking to achieve. I'm thinking obviously with your battles with Charles in Austria and races throughout the year. Did you feel that? Did you feel that growth?
Yeah, I think naturally more experience, things would happen in the past. Of course, you try to avoid or do better. And I think in that way it was a very good season. Of course, I always think I want to do better. It's never perfect. It can never be 100% perfect. I think there will never be a season which is perfect. So, but you try to be as close as you can. And we'll try to do better this season. Of course, we want to fight for the title. Last year, of course, some rounds we couldn't really mount a fight, but then still you need to collect the points as much as you can. Try to maximize a lot, and I just hope that from this year onwards, we're always fighting for a podium at least. Worst case scenario is third, let's say like that. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope a lot of exciting battles on track as well.
And how much does the continuity of the rules help you just hit the ground running this season, because you kind of know exactly where you are with the car from the off?
Yeah, I think it's good for the whole team, we just have to make the best out of it. We have to make sure that we worked the hardest over the winter and we made the biggest improvements, and we'll find out, of course, in winter testing already.
So this is completely different to this time last year. You've actually got a decent run-up to take stock of last season and to look forward to 2020. How different do you feel?
I feel, it's a lot calmer. I think last year this was the time of year where I was feeling, what am I doing? Why am I, what is Formula One? This time it's a bit more like, okay, I've been through it, I know what to expect, I know what the media, what you guys are like, and I know how the car feels, so it's more just, yeah, that focus is now just performance really, just focusing on where I need to improve going into the 2020.
And where is that? Like, what have you identified as areas to work on?
I mean, I don't want to just list out everything, but of course there's just general pace, especially qualifying, things like that. There's things in terms of racecraft that I want to work on a little bit with starts, things like that, and then just team interaction. Kind of, how can I give better feedback? How can the team understand me better? How can I make the team understand me better? Things like that, just to chip away, get better.
And does that come with confidence and just knowing your environment? I'm talking about in terms of talking to your engineers, because you've got a lot to give. Do you feel that now? Can you walk in with your shoulders back and your head held high and say, I deserve to be here, and therefore I'm going to have a sort of two-way communication channel that will benefit everyone? Exactly.
I mean, I'm not going in with the Conor McGregor walk or anything like that, but I can be, I'm more comfortable with the team. I mean, even then, it's still, we've only been together for 6 months. It's not been a full year, but just over winter, we spent a lot of time together and just being in meetings and kind of just sitting down with everyone and understanding what we want to be doing, because we didn't even have time to really have that moment where we've just sat down and gone, what do we want, what areas do we need to work on? So that has been the winter. We have a good idea now, and it's all going smoothly so far anyway.
I mean, last year must have been a bit of a whirlwind. It must feel like a bit of a blur. I remember seeing you actually when you were first promoted. No, slightly rabbit in the headlights.
Yeah.
But I remember you saying to me, it does feel a blur. Are you able to now sort of sit back and absorb it? You've had a bit of time off, you've had a bit of time with your family and relaxing, and able to reflect on what was actually a really positive year for you in terms of your personal development?
No, definitely. I think it was quite weird, the winter. It's kind of like you don't really know where to sit. In the end, I kind of understand where or how amazing the year has gone, but at the same time my mind is so much on, I got to work on this, I got to work on that, and I'm definitely kind of a perfectionist, so I'm never quite happy, and I'm always trying to find areas to improve. But when I do sit back and when my grandma does tell me you've done an amazing job, then I do appreciate it.
Grandparents always say that though.
I know, I could be, exactly.
And your mum as well, like your biggest fan.
That's the one thing which I'm quite happy about. She's taking a step back this year, so she won't be on TV that much. I was having qualifying sessions on the big screen, and I would just see her face, and I'm like, why is my mum there? So that's going to be less, which is a good thing.
Why? Have you told her she's got to?
No, she's. I mean, no offense, but that could have been my one and only year. So she wanted to experience it, and now I think maybe now I've got that second year. She's like, okay, I'll take a step back.
And how much confidence does getting that contract for a second year give you moving forward? How does that help you bed in even more with the team?
Yeah, I think straight away once it was clear that I was in the team for another year, it straight away moved the attention to this year. Kind of, okay, there's kind of that weight off your shoulders, and you feel like the team are trusting you, and they do. It's very much a family, and I do feel the support from my engineers, from everyone around the team, and it's just been a work on. So as soon as things like that happen, it feels like, okay, the guys trusting me, and I'm ready to fight for next year.
How's the dynamic with Max? Because whenever we talk, it's always like, Max, do you think you can challenge for a World Championship?
Yeah,
and they sort of forget about talking about you.
No, back in the
I always see you. Yeah. Well, yeah, but
sure.
They don't put the same question to you.
Yeah.
But does that take the pressure off you to an extent?
I wouldn't say it takes the pressure off. If anything, it's just one of them things where you just sat there letting him answer his questions. But I want to be there, of course. I want to be fighting there. Just because answers aren't directed at me, I still want to be him in that sense. But I know I need to work on myself. I don't think I'm there yet, but I'm still working on it. I feel like there's areas I need to improve on. It does feel like coming into this year, there is that sense of I know what to expect, and I've been through all the tracks. I've experienced all the kind of dramas that I can face. Well, we'll see. But yeah, for me right now, it's more I see Max as someone who I can look at, improve with in terms of looking at data and seeing where he's quick, because of course it's no secret that he is very fast. And then at the same time, I'm focused on myself and trying to close the gap and eventually try and overtake him. That would be nice.
So you're closing the gap. What about the car? How close are you, do you believe, to Mercedes and Ferrari? And I guess there is continuity in terms of rules, so that you at least know the point from which you're starting.
Sure. Yeah, I think so. I think coming from last year already into this year, we've done quite a lot of simulated sessions already. So even before Barcelona, I kind of know what the direction that we're heading towards. It does feel a lot better. I feel like the car is improving, which is always kind of, you have that buzz, and the team have the buzz of hopefully something great. We'll see once we hit the track in Barcelona if it's working well. But no, I think of course we have to realise that Mercedes are still the champions, and we're going to improve, but so is Mercedes and Ferrari. So we'll see who's improved the most.